Alright.
Okay, assalamu alaikum, sir.
Waalaikumsalam.
So, you can go first, Kim.
So what is the SSS today?
Well, just wanted to start off with some salam alaikum, some greetings as well.
Waalaikumsalam.
Well, first, I would like to introduce myself. My name is BEDAN KIMERIA. And my group mate is DOUA. We're both students from Segi University. We are holding this small interview for our project, for class project for a unit called Professional Studies.
Okay, so before we start, my name is Ar Aizuddin. I'm a practitioner, architecture practitioner. Okay, so so how it is started? So you are starting to ask me some questions, or
yes?
Yes. We would like to ask you a few questions. So you ready to start?
Yes, can.
Okay. First, can you give us a small brief of the company you are working with?
Okay, from time being, I'm practicing first as a sole proprietor, and second, I'm part of one of the body corporate in Talenjaya. Okay, so that body corporate is sharing business lah. Both are architectural practice, doing some architectural consultant practice. And the third one, I'm still running on the construction company, which is a contractor with G5 license. Okay. So anything you want to know?
Okay, then we would like to ask you what type of architectural practice you are doing now.
Do you mean what, project?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. For time being, under my consultant practice, we have just completing the 365 unit condo at Desa Pandan, Ampang. That one is residential type typology service apartment. That one. Then currently we have certain commercial project, show gallery at Jalan Ampang PJ, just completed. Running project is more on residential, sales gallery, car showrooms and office for timing. Okay.
Thank you.
So you've stated that you do residentials, you've done some car showrooms. So are these the general projects that the company is involved in?
General meaning?
Which projects does the company usually take? Do they go from residential to commercial? Which type of
okay.
projects?
Basically, we are not put or being a person to choose whatever that we prefer. Basically, we just take whatever that can give us opportunity to do as much as possible lah. Meaning to say, if the opportunity came from other type of residential or other exploration on the commercial, then we take as part of the challenge. Meaning to say, we are not a type of choosy person or choosy architect to choose whatever project that we want it to do lah. But we are open for opportunity.
Alright. And the next question is more on your personal view. What can you say is your favorite project?
Okay. Recently, last year, 2019, the favorite project that we did is a show unit and office for PGH Putrajaya Holding, because that project we have opportunity to explore on the detailing. Detailing means to say the architectural detailing. So there are some architectural detailing. So they give us opportunity to explore on the metal structures and the metal detailing each of the component of the building. So that's why that we consider as a part of project that we enjoy to do it.
Now, maybe you could share a few photos. Maybe you can send us a few photos. We can look into the project.
Can after this I can show you some photos of the project, the detailings, which you can learn.
Would be a nice opportunity.
Thank you, sir. And okay, I would like to ask you, what do you see yourself after 5 years, and what architects like usually see themselves like in 5 years?
Okay, in Malaysia, what I can see for the future architects to do in 5 years, basically, they have to evolve from the typical architects and become extraordinary architect. Extraordinary architect mean to say they have to combine their consultancy business with other parts. Meaning to say, in other words, if there is opportunity to collaborate with the BIM specialist, then you have to collaborate. If you have opportunity to collaborate with the construction company, then you have to collaborate. You cannot be just a consultancy alone. You have to do many things, many other business, not only focusing on design. You have to join with other similar collaboration to keep us what we say to keep us relevant. Yeah, to keep it relevant. That's why we need a collaboration. The collaboration is very important because we cannot learn within a certain period of time. Meaning to say we cannot learn it within short period. So in other way, we have to combine. We have to collaborate. Be specialists, technologies, construction companies, design companies, or multidisciplinary consultant, other consultant, engineers, QS. We have to collaborate so that we can create more chance or more opportunity in business.
Nice. So last thing, I would ask you to give a small advice for all the architecture students. What you would advise the architecture students now?
Okay, specifically for architecture student, my advice is you have to master whatever that related to technology. Technology meaning to say for students level, whatever that softwares currently being utilized by the market, such as Revit, BIM, you have to master it because outside they are waiting to hire these workers, this staff. So first you have to master it, technologies. Second, you have to choose what are the area that you are good at. If you think that you very good at metal structure, focus it, deal with it, always learn, try to embrace it, try to master it, so that outside practitioner, basically we are looking for the students or staff that really master at one thing, because sometimes their projects have need to use that expertise lah. Okay, first tadi again I said is a technology, whatever related to softwares. Second is to master on certain areas that you are really good at.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Just one more question. How is you as an architect handling things during this Corona period?
Okay. Yes. Having a situation that every architects have facing difficulties on the pandemic COVID, but there is always a rooms that government allowed for us to do some work. Meaning to say, apart from having a face-to-face meeting, we can always have a video conference meeting. First, secondly, there is a SOP that need to follow. If you need to do a face-to-face meeting, there is a certain criteria that government allows us. Meaning to say, there is no really restriction on that. We can still have that kind of work. Second thing. Okay. The third thing, the most important thing is, even though that during the pandemic, the client base from government or corporate client having difficulties to pay us, but still there is outside individual client that can give us project. Meaning to say, individual client is individual like you, or like DOUA, or like you, MBURU. That is considered as individual client. Individual client is not limited in terms of their financial. Sometimes, if you can find that project that under the individual client, the project still go on, even though that the government and the corporate client have difficulties on having proceeding any projects. So, from the perspective architect, there is always a method to make sure that our works and our office still going on. Meaning to say, we cannot focus on one client. We have to focus to find another client that which is really affected during pandemic COVID. That's my strategy.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, sir, for your time.
Okay, so I will share via WhatsApp whatever pictures that you need.
No problem.
Okay, thank you.
Be in touch. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.
So thank you, sir, and thank you for this interview and your time. And yeah, we're waiting for the pictures.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
All right.